Moose and Shoes here. Probably last update for a long time for my Run the Boroughs. So thanks to everyone for everything that they've done, whether you were a runner, a volunteer, or part of my logistics crew. Everything went as well as it possibly could, and I think it was a pretty awesome weekend of just running and experiencing London in all of its forms. It was just brilliant. It was weird because I was actually taking the train to my Airbnb over in Elm Park, I think, over on the District line out in East London. And I remember we passed the Chase County Reserve, and there were ponies. I was just thinking, I didn't know there were ponies out in Zone 5, but there they were, and they were really adorable. Um, and yeah, it was great because even out there, you could there was some beautiful, obviously beautiful countryside, but if you just looked a little west, you could always see the city, Canary Wharf and everything in the distance, and it really wasn't that far. I've never looked that far away. So that was something kind of cool that no matter where you were, I felt like you could always feel the presence of the city, which was pretty amazing. And I really remember seeing that at Redbridge. I just remember actually turning and talking to Liz, who was running it with me, and saying, "Oh, look at that! That is an awesome view." And it was great because even the people who were running Boroughs with me, they found areas of their own borough that they didn't even know about. They're like, "Oh, I was recceing your route, and I turned this corner and I found this park that I never knew existed." And that was kind of one of the points, is that I wanted to learn from them about their borough, but I also wanted them to maybe experience part of the borough that they never have, because some of these boroughs are really big, which became quite apparent when you had to try and get across them in public transport. But yeah, we had some problems with public transport, but that's kind of to be expected. I was dreading when London TFL sent their weekend train, fixes happening, and they closed the entire branch of the Northern Line. But that was okay. I used alternative means of transport to get me to where I needed to go, and we were falling behind, but everybody was really understanding, and I think, and I apologize for being a bit behind, but it's just one of those things. I think that it's kind of hard sometimes from a logistics standpoint to try and make up big bunches of times, and I don't think I ever took the entire 45 minutes for any of the boroughs that I kind of set. But when you start falling 20, 30 minutes behind, obviously it would take a while to break that off. um, I did have some low points. I had one very low point at Bromley. So I did Bexley by myself, but as I was falling behind, it was getting quite late. So my husband said he would come and run Bromley with me, which was the second last borough, and then we'd take the train back into Waterloo East, and then I'd run Southwark with him, which was what was intended in the first place. And I had a bit of a 5-year-old temper tantrum where I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't. I just stopped running. I just put my hands on my hips, and I just had a bit of a cry. So I can't do this. I can't do this. This is way too hard. I just want to go home. I just want to sleep. And then, of course, my husband's like, okay, we can stop. I'm like, no, we're not stopping. Uh, so, we had to walk along the station platform to try and get up to as close to a 5K as we could. And then that he took that photo of me on the train, and then he said, I'll delete this photo. And I said, no, don't delete it. Running isn't always about smiles, and it's not always happy going. It can be very stressful. It can be very taxing on the body, but it's amazing with support and maybe actually remembering to eat. I think that was one of my problems on the first day. Um, how more motivated you can be, and actually the second day I just kind of, I was obviously very nervous coming to bed, and I woke up, but I was just, I was like, okay, let's do this. And it was just brilliant. Even though sometimes in my brain I was just thinking, oh, I just really want to stop. I just, but then my feet just kept going. As soon as I got off the train, see whoever I was running with, say hello, and then just start going. It wasn't very fast, believe you me, but Mike was said it was like the ultra runner's plod is what he called it. He's like, oh, you got that down pretty well. So, anyways, feeling pretty okay today. I have a sports massage booked for Wednesday. I'm feeling I'm gonna need it. Just keep on trying to stretch and keep moving. I don't want my muscles to tense up and get, I don't know. But so I've never really done this before, so I'm assuming hopefully my recovery is fine. Still enjoying my coconut water. Anybody who potentially ran a borough with me know I was craving coconut water. Also cider, but obviously one of those was a bit more doable than the other. But I don't know if I could choose my favorite borough. They were all just, there's little bits of everything that I thought was absolutely brilliant, and I always love running through Victoria Park, and so I enjoyed the Tower Hamlets one. I enjoyed Hillingdon. Actually, it's probably the one I didn't think I wouldn't, I didn't know anything really about Hillingdon too much, and then I ran it, and it was great because it was along the Union Canal, the Grand Union Canal, which goes all the way up to Birmingham, and that's also the part that gets very, very busy around Broadway Market. And around Victoria Park and everything like that. And it was so crazy because there was hardly anybody out there, and it was just so beautiful, and it was obviously a very lovely weekend. And of course, there were just lovely little pubs, and I was just thinking, oh man, I'm definitely going to come back here and and take in this scene because it's just so peaceful and quiet, and it is on the outskirts. It's so close to the M25, but you can barely hear it. So it was really, really cool. Highly enjoyed that. And yeah, so I just wanted to say to everyone, obviously, thank you very, very much. Everything has been amazing. The support, the camaraderie, the final bit where I got doused with Prosecco in front on the mall, in front of Buckingham Palace. That was not expected. So that was pretty brilliant. So I just want to tell everyone thank you. And, I hope this inspired people to get out there and see more of the city that they're in, that they live in, or to get out and run, or go for a goal that you thought wasn't possible, because it's possible. You just potentially need a little bit of help of getting there. So I'm taking a break from running probably for the rest of August, and I'll probably be back in September doing some half marathons, and then training for my actual first proper marathon, where I actually get a medal and a t-shirt in December. So I hope everyone has a great running in August, and hopefully I'll see everybody later. So Moose and Shoes signing out.